What's good, Chaotic Nation and supporters of our Detroit Red Wingles? My name is Chaos, the coach of your Detroit Red Wingles, and we are back with another team builder this week. Well, not the whole thing, because I've decided to do team builders and matches in one episode, in case you missed half of that. So I will try to put a timestamp on the screen to where you can skip towards if you just want to see the battle. But it's important for you to look at the team too, to understand kind of what we're doing and what the idea and theme is for the week. So we're bringing some new stuff to the table this week against DJ and the Quincy Cloths. Let me just DJ snore in the Quincy Cloths. Jeez. I am a little sick too, so you're gonna hear some nasal compression and all that stuff in this video. I apologize for that, but Draftly don't stop for nothing. So I'm gonna pull up my list of things to look at here because I definitely need my list of things, and we're gonna get going with it. So we're starting off with Electrode this week, and Electrode actually is really solid this week, can do a lot of things to this team. Ultimately, we just need something fast to kind of deal with Meowscarada and to deal with setup on his team. So his team, for the reference, because I didn't do this last week, I should have done this. The Cloths have Meowscarada, Quaquaval, Alolan Ninetales, Zapdos, Garganacl, Dragalge, Ursaluna, Mismagius, Decantera, Ghost, Electric, and Fighting, Orthworm, Typhlosion, which can Tera Fire, Grass, and Ground, and Chimecho, which can Tera Psychic, Electric, or Fairy. So that is his team. As we're looking at my team here, that was fun. My team is looking a little bit different this week. We are bringing Electrode, and this is one of my Tera captains. So I chose to do Tera Ice this week. It is a good way for us to kind of counter the Meowscarada at max speed. So I'm actually speed calc to be faster. Meowscarada's max speed is 379. So unless it's choice scarfed or gets some kind of boost, maybe with Trailblaze or something, we should outspeed it. And even if it does get a boost, it's really not a good move for it to click that'll be good against my Electrode. So the idea is that Electrode can outspeed anything on the field, and we can use it to kind of shut down things. I also feel like I was forced to bring it this week because of Quaquaval. Quaquaval has a nice Moxie, Trailblaze, speed boosting set with Rapid Spin too. And as you know, we have a couple ways to set up entry hazards. I expect to see Quaquaval this week, so I wanted to make sure that I could outspeed Quaquaval too, and this is kind of an option for that, which is why I have Discharge on this set, mostly to shut down the Quaquaval. I'm running Volt Switch for pivoting because Smiley is an answer to a lot of the team and really a good wall breaker for my team and a good closer for this game. So I want to keep Smiley around as much as possible, so I will be pivoting around with Smiley as much as possible. And Leaf Storm, I'm forced to bring Leaf Storm because of Garganacl. Or Garganacl, excuse me. I'm forced to bring that because no other move KOs it unless I went Tera Grass, which I don't want to do because of Meowscarada. So Leaf Storm is a pretty much guaranteed one-shot. Let me run the calc real quick for you guys. But I'm pretty sure even a defensive Garganacl, this is, yeah, it's an 87.5%. That's 100 special defense with 252 HP. So he's max. He'd have to be max to kind of eat this hit. And even then, we have a really high chance to one-shot, and he definitely can't one-shot me. So we are looking pretty solid there. And even if he is running max, that just means he's weak to something in the back of my team, which is kind of what I like with this team, is I'm forcing him to kind of choose who he wants to be good against, and something else on my team will deal with it. That's kind of the point. So Electro is really meant to handle Meowscarada and Quaquaval. It's really my counter for Garganacl and a good counter for Ursaluna as well, as long as I don't get trapped in on pivots. So even if Ursaluna does want to switch in to shut down my Volt Switching or my Discharging, I have Tera Blast, which one-shots it. I have Leaf Storm, which one-shots it. So I'm sitting pretty with Electrode this week. My designated lead this week is Kleavor. I'm running a very, very fun set, as my assistant coaches will tell you. This is a very fun set because no one would expect it. So I'm running Choice Scarf Kleavor this week as a designated lead. My point in being this is I want to win this lead matchup, and I want to set the tone for the battle on turn 1. So if I can get Cleavor in, and Cleavor can deal some work. I'm sorry, you're seeing that on the screen. If I can get Cleavor in, I can do some work. No matter what comes in, I can Stone Axe to set up rocks. That'll shut down the Ninetales lead, which is kind of expected because I know DJ wants to get up screens. A lot of people like using screens in this league, so I expect to see that if that's coming. So I have that to shut down screens. I have U-turn in case Meowscarada comes, which does one shot as long as it's not running Focus Sash. I did run into a Focus Sash variant during my battle testing, but I don't expect it to be Focus Sash. I more expect it to be like Heavy Duty Boots or something along those lines, maybe Expert Belt, Life Orb to do more damage. I don't expect it to be kind of ready for that. So best case scenario, Meowscarada leads, I U-turn, it's dead frame 1, thinking it can U-turn out for free, which it can't. And we get a nice little cheeky KO there with Cleavor. I also have Brick Break on the set to kind of deal with the screens. I know we probably don't one-shot Ninetales. In the case Cleavor's not in versus Ninetales, we do have a shot to click Brick Break, which also does help us against Ursaluna as well. And in case even more problems happen, I have Defog. Cleavor really meant for early game. Not a lot late game stuff, so if I have to switch in to defog off some rocks or something like that, which we could see from Garganical, that's an option too. So I wanted to make sure we're set up for that. So we're running a little bit of weird IVs this week, max attack to guarantee some kills. We're speed calced at 254 right now, which means our speed is actually 381, which outspeeds Meowscarada, which is the point. So I'm calced just to outspeed Meowscarada, which allows me to still be adamant and one-shot a lot of things. Because Cleavor, unfortunately, even 135 base attack is not very offensive and honestly can't kill a lot of things that have stupid high defenses, which is really happening in Scarlet and Violet. So I wanted to make sure I was calced for that and wanted to give it as much power as possible. So that's why the choice scarf's there and all that stuff is happening. So Cleavor should be doing some work this week. Really, my main strategy rests on Cleavor and Electrode. They kind of win this game for me based on speed alone. So I'm hoping that works for us. Speaking of speed alone, we got Reaper in the back. I got Thunder Wave. That's another way for us to control speed in this game. I want to shut down things that are going to be fast. Meowscarada. This is really my pure check to Quackleval if it gets set up, especially because I don't want to switch into Electrode. I can Thunder Wave, and then it doesn't matter if it's boosting or not because we can shut it down. Really good counter for its defensive Pokemon too. I have a hard time against Earthworm and Garganical this week, mostly because of the sets I'm bringing, but this is a really good counter for that, barring Recover and stuff on their ends, because I can bulk up, I can reflect in their face, they can't really do a lot of damage to me, and then I have Drain Punch for super effective damage back on them. So it's really meant to shut down their defensive mons. I have Rocky Helmet for chip damage, which I think will be really helpful on top of rocks and those kinds of things as well. I kind of can bring in Grimmsnarl to kind of fake a taunt on Garganical, so it maybe doesn't want to click Stealth Rocks, and maybe we'll just go for Salt Cure or something like that off rip. But I unfortunately don't have access to taunt on this set, not because I can't put it on Grimmsnarl's set. It's just I need to have an attack, and I'm not running Parting Shot for this. For the same reason, it's really Grimmsnarl's meant to sit here and take it. So I'm gonna show the no Parting Shot. I don't want to show the no taunt as much as I can, so I will bulk up, reflect my way to Oblivion if I have to, and Drain Punch, which could also make Reaper a really good sweeper. I don't know how that's going to work out, but the only thing that really wants to stop me is Ursaluna, and it cannot KO me. So I think we're okay. I don't really foresee anything else coming up and being an issue. Something in the back that I've been waiting to bring. I wanted to bring it last week, but I thought Chandelure had such a good matchup that I didn't want to change my set. So we're going to run Hindenburg this week, our Drifblim, with Shadow Ball, Air Slash, Strength Sap, and Defog. I thought about bringing Terra Ground, or I think my other Terra is Fire. Yeah, Terra Fire, because Fire actually has a pretty solid matchup this week, especially against things like Earthworm and the Ninetales, but I decided that Terra Flying would have to do the job, mostly because I want to click Terra Ice on Electrode. I can click Terra Flying on Hindenburg because it is a Terra Captain and does get the Flying Terra type as part of its moves. But I am running Unburdened this week. So I'm calced to be max HP, which means if you knock off me, I did do this in Team Builder, that knockoff still makes weakness policy proc, so I would get +2/+2 and then +2 in speed. So I have to really watch when I can proc Unburdened. That's another way for us to clean up late game. Strength stat for recovery, defog to shut down any hazards that might be on the field at any point in time, and then I got dual stabs. So I think that's a pretty solid set. Max defense, that's why we're running max defense. We can kind of eat these tanky hits. Mostly here for Quackle, another great way for us to deal with that. Deals with Earthworm, just deals with Ursaluna. Really, Ursaluna can't touch me as long as I don't Terra. So if I don't Terra, we can do pretty well against Ursaluna. That's kind of why I don't want to Terra with Hindenburg. If I have to, like if Smiley goes down, I have the option to click it, I will. Terra Air Slash with Unburden boost does get flinches, which we saw last week was really important. So I'm prepared for it to do it this week because it was such a good strategy, you know. I'm bringing Lucario this week. Lucario just missed last week, mostly because I thought Donphan was better, and honestly, I made the right call last week, but Lucario comes this week as a wall breaker for this team. I'm running Justified again to shut off knockoff spam and some other things that might come out from this team. Honestly, I'm not too bothered by losing my life orb. It just meant to do some damage, but I will take the speed Justified boost any day. Running extreme speed, mostly for Meowscarada and Quacklevolve to get set up. I can one-shot them. That's the reason I'm running extreme speed and not Bullet Punch, because Bullet Punch would be really good, but if I have to use it against Quacklevolve, I probably don't KO it. Extreme speed would, so I'm going to run extreme speed this week. I got CC for nice damage, Meteor Mash for damage and setup, and Ice Punch in case I need it for something in the bank. This is really my counter to Alola Ninetales this week. I was thinking about it a lot, and I don't see Alola Ninetales really having a great matchup this week, but I do see screens having a good effect on my team because I really rely on, well, most people rely on not having screens on the field. So this is my way to shut that down, because if Ninetales wants to set it up, it's taking a Meteor Mash to the face, and at that point, if rocks are up, it's dead. So rocks is really helpful this week, especially to shut down that Alola Ninetales switching, making him play to the right moment. I actually lost to Alola Ninetales in Team Builder, which is why this set changed, and the set is here. So hopefully Lucario can do its work. Jolly Nature, max speed, max attack. Standard Lucario set, I feel like. Just a little bit of change in coverage. And my last bring to the team is my boy Mooney. Mad Eye Mooney's trying to come back this week to revenge its hacks last week. The fun part about Roaring Moon is last week I kind of used it as my win con, and it definitely was my win con. This week, it doesn't matter. Roaring Moon doesn't have a great matchup this week. It has an okay matchup depending on what happens, but Boosted Energy Acrobatics is a good way for me to counter Meowscarada and Quacklevolve. Really, those are the two things I'm scared about the most, so I wanted to make sure I had good counters for that. I did switch to Iron Head. I was running D-Dance mostly to set up and deal with some of the more tanky things. I decided that Ninetales is too big of a threat, so I switched to Iron Head and hope that will one-shot it, or flinch it. So that's the plan here. We don't get completely shut down by Ninetales if we're stuck with Mooney, so that's really helpful there. Earthquake is just good. Ground is actually really good this week, barring the Earthworm. I'm kind of concerned that Earthworm will show up just because it will be the counter to Donphan, so that's really what I'm expecting. But this is a pretty standard, just all-out assault, wall-breaking Roaring Moon. Again, win cons are really Electrode and Kleavor. I'm hoping that they can hold it down. I got some other things to try to set up in the way. So hopefully we can take as little death as possible and make a good run. The real question for me is going to come out, what does turn 2 look like? I think that's going to be the big turn this battle. I'm curious to see what happens, because if I do get the Meowscarada one-shot, that obviously changes with the usefulness of a lot of my other team members, so I have to really think about what I want to do. Maybe it's a clean switch in the Grimmsnarl there, maybe it's Smiley to get pivot. I don't know what's going to be the case, but I think that we could have a pretty sizable match. I don't think this is a great match for us on paper, but I feel like the team is built pretty well, and I think we got a good shot at winning this week. So hopefully we can pick it back up, because we do not want to be 0-2 week 2. That is not where anybody wants to be, and I'm sure DJ's trying to do the same thing, so it's going to be a really tight match, and stay tuned for more. All right, I'm accepting the battle here. Not what I expect. This is actually really good for us. This is really good for us. Zapdos is a problem. It's not a big problem. I'm gonna give the good luck, have fun. I'm gonna pull up some calcs here. Obviously, Cleavor is still the lead. I don't want to show that I'm ready too fast. Honestly, because I feel like that's not a great option for us. But what do we see? Miss Magius is really terrible for this team. I don't know what it could be trying to do here. Maybe it's a counter to Roaring Moon. Dragalge coming is useful. So really, Grimmsnarl is not that helpful on this team. Useful against some faster things, so maybe can shut down Meowscarada, Quaquaval, and Mismagius. But otherwise, these are special attackers, so I don't really want to deal with them too much. Oh, I need to turn my battle timer off. My bad. I always forget about the battle timer. I always forget about doing that. Zapdos is a problem. I don't really have a great way to deal with Zapdos, so the Cleavor does help out with that. So it's probably Heavy Duty Boots Zapdos. That would be my guess. Toxic Spikes, potentially. Hex, maybe is the run. Maybe Toxic Spikes and Hex. Maybe that's the pairing there for Dragalge and Mismagius. But I do have Defog on 2 things, so we do have answers to that. I do have Lucario to deal with that. Mooney's gonna have to really put in some damage on that Dragalge, so that's where I need to save it for. Woodsman got a good matchup here. I should be able to do a lot with Woodsman, and maybe even we Terra Flying this time instead of Terra Ice. I don't see Ice. Well, Terra Ice actually does make us good against Dragalge and Zapdos, so I think maybe Smiley's still the option there. But regardless, I see the lead matchup is still the same. I expect to see Meowscarada in the lead. It could be Ninetales. If it's Ninetales, am I worried? Am I worried if it's Ninetales? No, I have a 12.5% chance to Oko, and even if I don't, I get Stone Axe up. I get Stealth Rocks up, and I can sit there. So what happens if I miss? Because missing can happen a lot. It's still a 2-shot. It's 4.7% chance of 2-shot, which isn't great, but I think that's still my option. Rocks is really good against this team to get chippies, especially on Dragalge, because that's going to be a problem. I don't see any other option here. I think we click Woodsman and go for it. Meowscarada. That's what I want to see. Okay, there's nothing in my mind that says do. Okay, so he is. I need this to work. I need this to work so bad. Okay, what do I switch into? That's a good question. He doesn't have a ground pivot, so that makes Smiley a really good switch in. I click U-turn, go to Smiley. He's Scarfed! Scarf Meowscarada in the house. This is not a drill. That's actually phenomenal. Alright. So Scarf Meowscarada. That's notable. Meow Scarf. That's actually really good. That was good prep. Because I was kind of prepared for it, but not really. I can unburden. Okay, what is Mooney? Can I throw Mooney out right now? That's a really bad idea, isn't it? I mean, Meowscarada, we gotta choose its choice. We gotta assume its choice. We know its choice Scarf because it's faster than me. We didn't show anything off of Cleavor yet. Triple Axle still KOs, even with the speed boost. So that's what he's banking on. He's banking on me being speed, and he's gonna have Triple Axle to shut me down. But he is Scarf, so if we can Scarf him into something stupid, I can get in and KO. That's gonna be a problem this match. That's definitely gonna be a problem. Reaper needs to get in on Meowscarada for free. That's really gonna be the answer here. Reaper could come in now, but he's got, like, does he double Scarf right now? That's the question. Quaquaval, I'm assuming it's the Rapid Spin set. Not really setting up for anything else. Close combat, CC, close. We at 77. So Discharge does KO. Zapdos can't have Volt Absorb. Volt Switch is doing 75 to 87%. So unless this is invested, which I don't mind doing that with. I'm gonna go with Smiley. I think that's the play. So there's Electrode. I'm not going to show Terra. That's a dumb idea. It's probably a hard switch to Zapdos. I can switch. He was switching the Quackle because he expected rocks. So that's fine. Good plays on his part so far. I didn't get the Meowscarada surprise factor, which I wanted. So that's really... I'm on the back foot a little bit here. Not really, but I'm not in a good spot. So Discharge is obviously really good. What's coming in to stop me is probably Dragalge. I kind of want to Volt Switch. Oh, because I cannot let Ninetales come in. I have to Volt Switch. I have to Volt Switch and hope. Because if it's Ninetales, I need to get Anubis in. So let's Volt Switch. Dragalge, okay, good read, good read. Balloon, that's fine. We're going to do that. I don't have any ground type moves. I do have a ground type move. So what's the real answer to this thing? Lucario, Ice Punch? Alright, we gotta think about this. Lucario Ice Punch into Quackle is the opportune shot. You're not as useful here. I really want to predict that in Ice. I could do some switching. I do think Unburden Hinden. What's Unburden give us? I'm doing calcs. I'm not even like focused on what's going on right now. I'm too busy being advanced in the game. So what's Meowscarada Scarf looking like? Choice item, let me see. You don't have really a lot of... You have some dark type move. Oh, you're gonna have a dark type move. But if I'm Scarfed... If you're Scarfed and I'm Triple Axle, you cannot KO me. I just need a little bit of damage. I can Terra Flying and shut down Knockoff. Which would give me one... I can't Terra. If I Unburden and proc, I kill. So that might be the way I win. Is I have to take the Knockoff on Drifblim. I have to take Meowscarada's knockoff with Drifblim. No, I can't, because then I don't KO, because I'm slower. I'm not built for speed. Although 76% if he gets a high roll. If I'm flying, do I knock it down below 30? Not really. It's a roll. It's a roll at that point. Oh, that Meowscarada's a pain in my dick. Alright, I really gotta pair it. I gotta pair it. Dragalge's coming in. That was a hard switch. I think we go to Anubis. Anubis is meant to wall break. It really needs to stay around for Ninetales, but we can deal with that. I can't proc the Mooney boost yet. I could. Alright, so what's gonna keep happening is until somebody breaks through, we're just gonna keep having this stall fest. Mooney is a good option for a wall break, for an early wall break. So is Lucario. I think... would it be Scarf Ninetales? That's the question. No, but it's gonna trigger... It'll trigger... I don't need Mooney for anything but to deal with really Dragalge. And I can deal with that with Anubis. So one of the two wall breakers comes in here. I can then make a choice to pivot. So if I bring in Anubis, I can pivot to Smiley again to try to deal with Quackle, and then predict an Ice Punch, and then Ice attack. So that is an option. That's going to allow Meowscarada to come back in. I don't really want to be taking Meowscarada hits. So, do we play the game a bit? Do I play the game a bit? Do I Cleavor? Can Cleavor kill here? I'm thinking big time. He's playing good. I wasn't expecting this level of play, honestly. 69% would be a KO. Draco Meteor would be 103. Which unfortunately, he's not already selecting a move. I'm just hard switching out. At this point in time, we do get the balloon off, which means a Moody is free to go ham. Oh, his Wi-Fi is gone. That's fine. I'm still thinking, so this is completely fine. I do think Anubis is the play. I think that baits in Quack. And then that's going to just let Quack start setting up, I think. Which I'm going to have to proc. So I think we make the reads. We go Lucario. We hard switch right back out into Smiley. How did this get messed up if we don't? No, it's not that bad. We hard switch back out to Smiley because this should be Quackle coming in. most likely. Quacklevolt or, honestly, it's probably Mismagius. Which I don't know if I outspeed. I mean, if he clicks Sludge Bomb for some reason. I'm calcing a... Jeez. Dragalge. If he clicks Sludge Bomb for some reason, I'm dead. And I can't kill him from this range with Electrode. So, I mean, this is my bed. I can Ice Punch. What's gonna come in and take that, though? It's Mismagius is gonna come in. So that's a way to shut down my priority KO. How is Mismagius doing here? It could be Substitute. Meteor Mash is 87, and he cannot KO me. I think do I want to make a read? Do I want to make a read right now to Mismagius? Okay, that's not a bad play. What's Dragalge do? What's the worst case if Dragalge stays in? I need to look at your moves before I do something stupid. Dragalge. Oh, why is it showing up over here? I have 2 screens of it now. I don't want that. Dragalge. You get any fire moves? I think you do. You get Focus Blast. This could be Focus Blast coming out. So it's Focus Miss. Do I want to take the Focus Miss chance, or do I play? I think I gotta play it safer. Whoa, what's? This is the tough call. I think it's a switch. I really feel like it's a switch. Do I outspeed a... What's the speed on Mismagius? And Mismagius, I'm pretty sure, does get Mystical Fire. That would be stupid if it didn't. Mystical Fire is on the set. Let me look at Mystical MYS. Mystical Fire. 74. Yeah, that's a lot. And I'm not faster unless... If you're not Scarfed, I'm fine. But if you're Scarfed, then I'm screwed. I think I gotta make the play. I'm trusting my gut here. That's fine. That's fine. So you want spikes. Which is fine. We're gonna Volt Switch out. That's 74. So he could click Draco. Do we double back into Lucario? Draco's only doing 42%. He has spikes. We already saw his item. Ice Punch from 47 does not kill, but he can't really hurt me. And Lucario can do a lot here. I think it's Lucario. It's got to be Lucario. We're gonna stop. Perfect read. Playing like a champ. Playing like an absolute champ. Ice Punch is a nice read. He's probably switching this time. I see that. I think we go Meteor Mash, try to get a boost. That is a bit of a risk. Again, like the easy switch is out, but I don't want to really take damage, and I need to get spikes up for free. I can't proc Hindenburg yet. I don't think I can send in Hindenburg yet. That's not a good play. It's not a bad play, but it's not a great play either. I really need Woodsman to get spikes up, but I can't do that. I need to get Hindenburg in, and I need to keep Woodsman alive for the Zapdos. I don't care about anything else. It's Zapdos that I need to deal with for you. So what's the win con? Yeah, really that. And plus it's really good against Ninetales to shut it down. Unfortunately, we did not get the speed war because we're choiced. I think I have to click an attack here. I Ice Punch for 56%. For 47 to 56%, I can crit. I could KO with a crit. I am AV, so I won't take a lot of damage. I think if he switches to anything, it's Dragalge. I mean, Mismagius. If he switches if he switches out of Mismagius, he goes to Dragalge, and I Meteor Mash for 86%. I think I'm clicking Meteor Mash here. Give me the boost. Give me the boost. Give me the boost. Toxic Spikes. That's fine. All right. You're dead. I think, do we click Ice Punch for the guarantee? You did get spikes up, which is smart. You're seeing the opportunity, which is fine. The question, I can't beat Mismagius like that. I can beat Mismagius with Roaring Moon. But I really need to get Hindenburg in right now. This is definitely this is either a switch out. This has to be a switch out. There's no way he sacks this right here. There's no way he sacks this right here. He's gonna switch out into Mismagius probably, or Quackleval, seeing what I just did. Which is then Hindenburg. So I think I got an Ice Punch guarantee. Zapdos! Oh, that was a read! Good. Freeze? Para. The static Zapdos. Okay. Lucario's a little bit done its work. That's fine. We take damage. Zapdos, defensive Zapdos. Ice Punch. Definitely defensive Zapdos. Did 40%, which is a mid-roll. Extreme speed is 24, so if I hit again, he can't kill me. I gotta do it again. I click again. No para. Okay, he's just gonna sit here and try to stall me out. Alright. That's massive. I'm gonna get into Hindenburg. I'm gonna save Lucario for a second. Lucario is not great. Nice. Nope, I don't get Toxic Spikes. Can I KO? No, there's no way. I defog. I click defog every time. Blizzard doesn't kill. There's my weakness policy proc. Alright, well, do I KO now? That's the Hindenburg, otherwise is useless. I wasn't thinking about that. Gale, Blizzard. It's Blizzard. I think we lost this. It's half, which isn't bad. I can strength sap. I need to stall Snow. That doesn't KO though. But there's Veil. Okay. Nice. We expected Veil, so it's Light Screen Veil. It's gonna take forever. I played this terribly. And I realized I played this terribly. I don't think it does. Yeah, it's not gonna remove screens. You've kind of done your purpose. You can eat a hit. Really, that's about all you can do at this point in time. Let's Shadow Ball. Special defense drop. You're gonna land Blizzard, of course. Alright. This is my problem. The Ninetales is actually not a great matchup right now. With Veil, that's the big thing with Veil. Can Cleavor do enough? Got through big time. And Veil. Veil's 51, I can't kill. You can't kill either. But I can't kill. Alright, it's important to get... I think it's important to get rocks up here. Zapdos is at 79 and frozen. So it's not the end of the world. Not now. Alright, I gotta do this. I gotta Axe. Ask you a question. You definitely can see Brick Break coming. That's fine. Veil's going to be up for 6 turns. There's no way this isn't full turn Veil. There's Dragalge for the sack. That's not going to actually sack. But there's my rocks. Snow's gone. We axe again, or we switch. Definitely trying to get spikes up, so I cannot let that happen. I'm going to have to attack again. Yeah. Alright, good kill. I didn't mark the first one, but yeah, go back for Drifloon. Veil is up. There's Quackball. Probably Trailblaze. Quackball doesn't KO with. I have Veil for another 4 turns. Alright, we got a Reaper here. He could CC though. He could CC. He definitely could CC. And I don't want to take 64% off rip. You've done your purpose, Lucario? This is the big question here, because it's like... He's Rapid Spin. He actually is clicking Rapid Spin this time. I don't have... Hindenburg was my counter for that. Let's go to Anubis. Do it. That's so nuts. No, this is Reaper. This is Reaper. Trust your gut. No CC. Nice. Okay. 82%. That's this Rocky Helmet damage. Perfect. Speed drop. Free boost. So it did... We saw it did 18%. That was Rapid Spin, did 18%. He literally got high roll, unless he's adamant. He definitely could be adamant, which would make more sense. I'm not worried about your speed right now. Let's reflect. Nice. Oh, I can't taunt. I can't do it. Alright, so this is probably U-turn. We stay in and eat this. We bulk up. Gets rid of my Rocky Helmet, which is fine. And I DP. Good read the Zapdos. Come on! Ugh. These hacks are stupid. I don't beat Meowscarada. I need you for Masquerada, honestly. Alright. You. Thank you, Hacks. Oh, I don't want to be beat by Hacks again. Do I U-turn predicting Meowscarada? Do I Brick Break predicting Meowscarada? I just got a Stone Axe, I think. Please, thank you. Alright, Dead Zap. Come on! Every time! He got 3 freaking pairs off static! Gee. It's you know what? Screw you. Rapid Spin, I'm gonna stay in. We're gonna do this. No. CC probably kills from here. CC definitely kills from here. He's trying to get rid of rocks. He might not have it. There's no way he doesn't have it. And he gets a Moxie boost if he does do it. Yeah, it's fine. Please, for the love of all that's good and holy, let E-Speed work. Thank you! Oh. We're not done yet. This is probably Ninetales for a free Veil. For a not so free Veil. Look, I'm okay if you want to kill me. I think. Am I okay if you want to kill me? I don't have a way to shut down screens anymore. How long did Veil last? I don't think we have this because of Veil. Veil's still up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's like I click it. That's dead Ninetales. We'll take another KO. And the attack boost, okay, that's better. Masquerada, or is it? It is Masquerada. Alright. Lucario might actually have to clutch this real hard right now. Real hard clutch this. And I keep doubting this thing, and here it is putting the team on its back this week. Triple Axel is a guaranteed KO. Flower Trick is also a guaranteed KO. I do 40% with extreme speed. So he can kind of click whatever he wants here. Except for U-turn. He cannot click U-turn. E-speed is 41. I kind of want to save that. I'm actually +1. Hold on. That changes everything. +1 is 62. I still can't kill. And it's in Veil. So that's doing jack right now. What am I locking into? That's a great question. If I'm him, what am I locking into? How does Reaper do against this set? We've seen U-turn knockoff, which, yeah, expected. It's how we play against this thing. This is, yeah, the biggest threat, and the choice item was the biggest bring. Against Grim, he can click literally anything. So it's either Flower Trick or it's Triple Axel. Which no combination of my team wants to take right now. Like, those are his safe plays. Because Grim is weakened to 79%. At 79, I don't take anything. It's not. Oh, that's banded. We know it's scarfed. It has to be scarfed. So I have a shot to live. I have to go Reaper, I think. Yeah, I have to try to stall. Play rough. Good read. Okay. Electrode. Meow. Choice. We choice Scarf. It is Fairy. No, it's no ability. We know it is Play Rough, so it's not Triple Axel. Play Rough. U-turn does KO, but he cannot actually KO me. Which means he's probably going to switch out into... he cannot KO me with Play Rough, because I'm full. What if I Ice Terra? Does that help me at all? It does help the U-turn, but... Terra Blast only does 50... and it's in Veil, too. This Veil's kicking my butt. Yeah, I don't know how I play around Veil right now. Does Lucario eat a hit? That's a good question. Everything's against me, Oscarada, right? And it's definitely play rough. And play rough kills. Close combat would kill. Play rough can't miss, can it? I don't think so. And I don't outspeed. That's a good switch. Yeah, I think this is GG. All because like the pairs were bad. I don't think they really mattered too much. I haven't been fully paired, but it definitely does throw off my speed. Yeah, we didn't get the first turn we needed to get. I don't know what the switch is. Lucario dies. It has to be Smiley, I think. It has to be Smiley. That's the only thing I can see. Alright. RNG, I don't like to rely on you too often. But he definitely can't. He's definitely adamant. Play rough does not kill. RNG? I'm begging. I'm on my knees begging. I think that's discharge 30% para is my out, I think. I think that's the only way I win this. And then I clean up with Moody. Any other possibilities right now? I don't kill. I have to discharge. Please. Please. I beg. I beg. Thank you! Oh, we have a lifeline. We have a lifeline, folks. We have a lifeline. Oh, we have a lifeline. We have a really good lifeline here. Okay. I think I volt switch. It's still a Meowscarada. It's parried though. That's massive. I am faster if he's not. No. What about Jolly? Am I faster Jolly? Jolly's 284. I am faster Jolly. So we volt switch for Chippies. On whatever. I think that's the play. Yeah, I think we just that clutched it. We volt switch for Chippies. I go to Anubis. I have to go to Anubis here. You take the play rough. We die. Dead to play rough. We get Mad Eye in for KO. This Mad Eye KO. I don't just click. I don't just click. That's definitely not what I do. All right, we're Para. We're AV. You're at 26. That's massive to know. Acro does break through. I think we just sweep with Roaring Moon. What about? All right, that's good and all. What about what's it called? Miss Magius. There's no way it's Choice Scarf too. Even if it is Choice Scarf, I'm faster. At +1. And the Acro kills. So yeah, we jump in. We click Acro. We jump in, click Acro. That's a dead Meowscarada. Veil is still up. Veil is still up. We knock off. Para Fairy. Knockoff gets rid of the Choice Scarf, which is huge. Can we kill here? That's I misjudged. I didn't think about it. Veil is still up for 2 turns. I think we lost. Veil is up for 2 turns. None. I crit. I have to para. I have to para. Jeez, I don't get it. I gotta get the para. I didn't get that freaking hacks. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do anymore. That's 2 stupid close matches that I just can't win. I hate this game. I just want to stop doing this. It's just really frustrating. Yeah, the Terra Fairy did kick my butt. So what went wrong? What went wrong? That's a good question. That's a really good question right now. Yeah, the fail in the beginning didn't help me at all. The fail on the switch, so I took too much damage there. I mean, honestly, that's just really good prep. Double choice scarf is not always easy to pull off. Yeah. Didn't expect Miss Magius, and I honestly didn't consider it too much of a threat. Yeah, the misplay was clicking knockoff. The misplay was clicking knockoff. That was the only misplay I made. I didn't even think about the Terras, and of course, the freaking mechanic of the generation gets me. If I clicked Ironhead, different story. I just was like, you know, one track mind. I literally said that the turn before too. I was like, you know, if we, you know, you can't just click buttons. You have to think about it. So I thought about it a little bit more. The Terra Fairy, you know, would have crossed my mind, and then I would have been like, oh, let's click Ironhead. Which I'm not sure it does a lot. Ironhead does 30%. If it's Terra Fairy, I don't even kill. That's crazy. I'll give it 25. I got a mid-roll. Yeah, knockoff. Ironhead doesn't even kill. But it's, if I put it down to 60%. Yeah, that Veil kicked my butt. So, Ninetales was the issue. Yeah, I didn't prep for Veil well enough. That was my issue. We're 0-2. Honestly, I feel like we're going to go 0-8. Or 0 whatever. Because I just don't feel like we're getting good matchups. We got the creator of the league next week. So, we'll see how that goes. I'll try my best. But, you know, I feel like I'm having good teams. I just don't feel like it's working. A big shout out to Lucario for putting in the work this week. Driftbloom obvious was not working this week as much as I wanted it to. So I'm a little not happy about that, but it's what it is, man. Yeah, we just... Unfortunately, that Veil was massive, and I didn't shut it down either time, which should have been my first priority, so make sure we keep the Veil off the field. But I didn't really worry about that too much, and that caused me more issues than not. So, yeah, good playing. I suck at Draft League, so we'll see you next week, where we'll probably get our butts kicked again, but we'll do our best. See you then. Take care, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you next time. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.